Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we complete a bracket challenge to determine the best bourbon for your money from the rankings of the top 8 from Mash.com.
My favorite.
Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cole, Katie Joyce, and Demetri Kane.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, back with another MASH list. The last time we got together and did one of these, it went great. We loved it. It was one of our
Best
favorite
show
shows
ever.
to record. Never, it stayed on the rails the whole time, and everything worked out well. So yeah, we'll be talking. It's the best value bottles because it's not like under a certain amount. These price range from $20 to $50. So I guess it's kind of say the best bourbon for your money equals the best value, not necessarily a certain dollar amount or anything like that. So we'll get to that though after the break. For right now, McNew said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, McNew?
Okay, so this has been bothering me all week. So is there a name that you guys associate with like just being a child? Like parents name their kids whatever because it's cute as a baby, it's cute as a toddler, but it's not an adult name. So last week I had to do credentialing for a doctor who had the first name of Bryden. And I was like, I'm not going to give you his last name because he really is a doctor. But I'm like, how did somebody named Bryden get through college and then 4 years of medical school? People named Bryden should not be doctors. Like, is there a name for you guys where you're like, what? No, like you're a toddler. Like,
Yeah.
does this bother you guys?
Like Bo Cumberland's first name is not Bo. He's not named Bo at all. That's a nickname, and not like his first name is the world's worst. It's a 6-year-old boy's name. It's Tommy, Tommy, and it's not Thomas. And his name is Tommy Cumberland. That's a little kid name. Tommy Cumberland. He's 6 years old. He's a little
like
shit too, by the way. Tommy Cumberland's a little shit.
I think Heather's so cute. So when they got married, did she say like, "I take you, Tommy, to be my husband"? Like, I think that's funny.
Yeah. I would always play that Who song because we used to always have to be in the same room when we were filming because we didn't have any money filming these movies and stuff. I when we get ready to go to bed, and I always put that Who song on. Tommy, can you hear me?
Like some things are just not adult names. I was like, I should not have a Dr. Bryden. Bryden is 4. Bryden has not been through medical and dental school. Like it pissed me off.
What's another young name
So
that
do
you
you
wouldn't
think
want your doctor to be named?
With Bryden, do you think there's going to be more of a trend like of that name and similar name?
So I have a neighbor named Riley. She's 13. She's allowed to be 13. She's not allowed to be a doctor. Like,
So his parents were ahead of his time for that trend of the name of Bryden.
Maybe. But then, so then I think about like, okay, so I'm in my 30s. I'm like, Stephanie, I'm like, are Ashley's doctors? Because Ashley was a very popular name.
Yes, but with an EY, the Ashleys with the EIGHs aren't doctors yet.
Had variations. I'm like, are Ashley's doctors now? Because that's weird too.
Dr. Ashley. Yeah, that's a weird one.
So
anything with the extra like silent Q's in it aren't doctors yet.
Yes. It's so bizarre. And then like Katie, you're a lawyer. You have a professional job, but you're Katie. And
I know. I've always thought like
I don't think I don't think that's a toddler name, but I think it's a classic name.
Thank you.
But I'm like lawyer Katie.
It also
like,
helps being
sounds
6'1",
weird
walking
too,
into a
right?
room.
Like,
He just says I'm not a toddler, but
I'm like some names just don't like compute to being an adult, and I don't think
I
people
do
think about it.
even with Katie. So obviously, all of my business cards and my sign, everything says Kathleen on it, which is much more of an adult name to it. But everyone knows me as Katie, and so they call me by that. And so, but I considered as I got into law school and after, I was like, do I need to choose a new nickname? Like, do I need to go by Kate now, or should I go by Kathleen more? To be more professional. I didn't clearly, but
but like your parents did you a favor and gave you a classic name. They didn't make up a name like Bryden, right?
Yes. Some of these made up names drive me freaking nuts. So especially being a family law attorney, I deal with a lot of kids' names, and I swear, the one I have recently, they had 4 kids, and each one got more and more obscure. By the end of it, we were to Braxton, and it was BR. It wasn't an A. It was something else. No, I meant
A.
I think it was XTYN. Yes, BRAXTYN, Braxton at the end. I'm like, and even that is like normal these days. It
bonkers.
Well,
but how are these people, these children who are future adults, supposed to be taken seriously?
How do you get that little license plate for your bike?
Names?
Right? These poor kids, they're never going to get the pens with their names on the license plates.
The
keychains.
Yeah, you can't go to
Demetrius,
Disney.
did you have this problem? Did you ever have
the
the little pen with the
They're
license
probably
plate?
not going to get a
Yeah.
job. Like, it's so insane.
Yeah. Well, Demetri, how about you? Yeah.
So I have 4 kids.
Okay.
And one is named Braxton.
Do you? I'm so fucking sorry.
Bryden.
Sorry about your Bryden.
Bryden
He's
and
got a
Braxton
and
are
a
his
Braxton.
boys.
He fucking hates
Bryden,
us now.
I love those names. I think that there's a swing actually happening. I think that there's like parents that are having kids now, I think are starting to see the absurdity of the kids that are like 7, 8, or 9 that have these odd names, because it's always the parents that name their kids something stupid. When you mispronounce it, they get mad and offended at you. And I'm like, you had X, Y.
Oh my God.
Those letters
yes.
do not make sense in the English language. Stop calling your kid that. Yes.
And so, because I kind of like
Malila is one that I mispronounce all the time for a kid on my caseload.
Malila.
Well,
Demetrius, let's think about this though. Do you ever play that up? You ever meet someone for the first time and you're like, is wrong, do again. It sounds like a Russian name. It's is wrong, do again.
Hold on. Do you want us to judge you? What are your kids' names?
Yeah.
So my kids' names are Colby,
August,
Lucas, and Judah. All
those are horrible names. Are they spelled the correct way?
Yep.
Okay.
The
those are good. Those are fine.
We approve.
The only one that throws people off is my oldest. It's the German spelling of Colby, which is Kolbe.
Okay.
No,
That's the only one that throws people off. But there's a reason, because we had a family member that was Colby.
Oh, okay.
And so we named her that way, but that's the only one we kind of regret, because people always put the C, and it's hilarious the amount of
is wrong, do again.
They're like, what's your name? And she doesn't start with spelling it. She can't say like Colby. She has to be like, my name is Kolbe. Colby.
But it's a K, but she ends with an I. And I'm like, that still makes sense. It's still pronounceable. It still makes sense. But
So in my role as someone who hires people, I see a lot of resumes. And I want to call the mother of everyone named Precious.
Oh God.
And tell them
and a princess.
You are limiting your child's hiring capability. Like it's hard. They could be the best person out there, but Precious.
Huh.
That's a tough one.
I'm not a fan of Nevaeh either.
No, Nevaeh, the heaven backwards.
No.
For the
I
twins,
think
Heaven
Nevaeh,
and Nevaeh.
to me, and I'm like, that's a stripper name. No offense to any Nevaehs.
I knew twins named Orangelo and Lamangelo.
But there's so many bad
You know that you're from St. Louis. I knew their mother.
Really?
Yeah.
And there's a joke. So I work downtown, and I thought that was a joke until one day they walked in, and I was like, I thought this was like an urban myth.
No, it's not an urban myth.
It is not.
No.
Oh, there you go. There you go. All right. Well, on that note, it's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Katie, her of the explosive cork pops. Let's see if we can throw off her game by making her go first.
I am drinking Elijah Craig, 18 year though, not the $30 bottle from
Okay.
Drizzly.
Oh, fancy.
Not quite. Okay, here we go.
There she goes. Yeah, all the setup she's got to do. Okay. Ooh,
Oh, that was
yeah. That was
weird.
disappointing.
That was a juicy pop. That was interesting.
Yeah, that sounded like Jim in the office today. It was just let me fly. It's just teeing off in there, teeing it one after another, and
I could see that the cork was like wet in there. I thought it was gonna be really
Yeah.
good, but that was just
That's what I thought was
wet,
going on in there,
juicy
too.
Pop. That was
I thought there was going to be a wet cleanup in the office today. Luckily, I work on the sales floor. I don't go to the office, so yeah. All right, I'll go next. I've got Samuel Burton here. This is a ABV Barrel Shop pick. Look at our logo right there. ABV Barrel Shop.
ooh.
Here we go. Oh, squeak, squeak, explosion. I've got the
Yeah.
Yeah. The squeaks didn't help me, so I can be beat, but we'll see. All right. Kathy, you're next.
So, Steve, I'm really sorry to tell you this, but I too
Whoa.
have a Samuel Burton ABV barrel pickup next.
Okay.
Never been opened, so if I can get past the squeak squeak, I might be able to beat you.
Kathy's was good.
Yeah.
Damn you, Kathy. And she
Go,
only had
Kathy,
one
go. I
squeak.
think I deserve a victory lap. Go,
I had
Kathy.
squeak, squeak. She just had one squeak.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's go to the movies now.
No. Kathy's got the lead. McNew, you're next.
I have from Barrels and Billets my master blend. It's called McNew's Master Blend because you get to name your own bottle. So
Look at you.
Club McNew. Oh, nice base. Not enough to win this thing, though.
easy.
Demetri, you're next. What do you got?
I've got some Sazerac rye.
Okay.
That was
Another
a
cute
clean
one.
pop. That was
Yeah,
clean.
clean pop. Not enough, though.
I didn't
Not
have
enough.
enough squeak though, so
Kathy takes it.
squeaks
Yeah.
help.
The ABV Barrel Shop pick. So there you
Cheers,
go.
Kathy.
Cheers.
Ding.
And she's here to
That was
actually
a good
her.
round. Everyone had good ones.
That was a good round. All right.
There's a lot of new bottles in that.
Yeah. People were
I
holding
didn't
out.
plan on buying that one when I went there today, but
But oh yeah, it's good. You had to.
That's a
once you
new
tried
one,
it.
right? That
Yeah,
was
it
just
is
something.
new. We just got that. Yeah. So it's going fast. So we'll see. All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be playing a bracket challenge, the best bourbon for your money. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
All right, I'm Neil.
And I'm Melanie.
Together we're the Robinsons, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we have a bracket challenge for the best bourbon for your money per Nash.com.
Yes, we do. So MASH.com came up with this. They use Drizzly prices, and it's the best bourbon for your money. And so I say it's really, truly the best value bourbon because there's a wide swing in the money here. They go all the way up to $50. So $17.92 small batch, and I'm going to give you the Drizzly prices. So this is average Drizzly price paid. So this is actual consumers, what they actually paid on average. $17.92 small batch, $33. That came in at number 8 in terms of their rankings here. Knob Creek 9-year, $40. That's number 7. Number 6 was Larceny Barrel Proof, $50. Number 5, Smoke Wagon, $36. Number 4, Eagle Rare at $50. And number 3, Elijah Craig, $30. Number 2, Balcones Bourbon, $42. And last but not least, Four Roses, just the regular Four Roses, $20 is the price paid for that on average. Our lineups are going to look like this. Eagle Rare will take on $17.92 small batch. Then you've got Four Roses taking on Larceny Barrel Proof, Knob Creek 9-year versus Elijah Craig, and then finally Balcones versus Smoke Wagon. Round number 1, Kathy, you are first. What do you think? Eagle Rare or $17.92 small batch? What's a better
Eagle
value?
Rare.
Eagle Rare goes up 1-0. Demetri, what do you think? Eagle Rare or $17.92 small batch?
Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare quickly goes up 2-0. Katie, what do you think? Eagle Rare, $17.92 small batch.
Can't vote for peanut butter whiskey.
What I would like to vote for is Buffalo Trace, but that's somehow not on the list. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
Right in.
Right. I would like to write in vote for Buffalo Trace, which I would buy any of these. I am anti Eagle Rare. I hate the cult following around Eagle Rare. However, I technically like it more. No, you know what? I'm voting $17.92. Screw it.
$17.92. Okay. Round number 1. $17.92 is down 2-1. McNew, you're next. Eagle Rare or $17.92 small batch?
Oh, so I have famously not been an Eagle Rare fan. It's hit or miss for me, so I'm going to go $17.92.
Oh, got all the
Okay.
tiebreaker.
Right. Yeah. I feel like I'm actually playing this bracket challenge is okay.
Steve gets the play. We're trying not to piss you off first round this time, Steve.
Yeah. Eagle Rare. Eagle Rare is going to move on. So Eagle Rare gets my vote. So. All right. Next up is Four Roses versus Larceny Barrel Proof. Someone could get pissed here. We don't know who. Demetri, you're first. Four Roses or Larceny Barrel Proof?
So, based upon the best bourbon for your money, it's hard to take on Four Roses.
Right.
In my opinion, Four Roses makes a very, very solid bourbon, and for $20 a bottle, that one gets my vote.
Okay. All right. McNew's blood just boiled just a little bit. Katie, you're next. Four Roses or Larceny Barrel Proof?
So this one's a struggle for me. Outside of the Four Roses single barrel, I really am not a Four Roses fan.
Okay.
I love the Four Roses single barrel, especially some of the specific letter choices, but really the standard Four Roses I do not care for. But the $20 price tag on that is a huge factor for them. Even the fact that the average price on the Larceny Barrel Proof is $50 compared to because you said it's $20 on Four Roses, right?
Yes.
God, that makes it difficult. Just because I would consider these to be, oh my gosh, this is honestly so close to flip of a coin for me. I probably would prefer to drink the Larceny Barrel Proof, but not more than twice as much as I would prefer to drink the Four Roses, but it's more than twice as expensive. So therefore, I'm voting for Four Roses.
Four Roses goes up 2-0. McNew was smiling during part of it. She was angry at part of what you were saying.
I'm sorry, McNew. I tried.
She had very valid points.
If I was buying it, I still would buy the Larceny though, because it's my own money. So I just buy whatever. But I'm voting frugally here for the listeners.
Sure. No, I agree with everything you said. I'm not a big Four Roses fan, but they do have great barrel picks. But I'm going to say Larceny, not just because I'm a fan, but the Larceny Barrel Proofs brought in people who said Larceny's trash. I don't like Larceny. But these barrel proofs, they tried those and we got a whole new fan base. So I'm going to go Larceny Barrel Proof.
Larceny Barrel Proof has life in this game, but it is a very short life because I am next and I'm voting for Four Roses, meaning they move on. All right. Next up is Knob Creek 9-year-old versus Elijah Craig. Round number 3. Katie, you're first.
Okay. So I'm drinking the Elijah Craig 18, which is freaking-tastic, by the way, in case anyone was curious.
Okay.
But,
everyone was wondering right now.
In case you were just curious.
Regular Elijah Craig or Knob Creek? Well, the question I've got is, I wonder what that 18-year-old Elijah Craig's like.
Right.
That's what I really want to know. What if they're going to address that on the show?
I love both of these brands overall. I enjoy throughout their lines. I enjoy what they have to offer. These are both at comparable price points at 40 and 30. Good lordy Lord.
I don't even remember what the choices are anymore.
Yeah, Knob Creek or Elijah Craig.
Yeah. Okay, so Knob Creek, their brand caught my attention, and that was part of my journey in the beginning of whiskey, as I was kind of developing my palate. So I'm going to go with the Knob Creek 9-year because I think that would be a great one for people who are interested in, maybe they're just getting into whiskey and maybe they haven't really purchased a bottle yet that they put a little more money into. I think that would be a good one to choose.
It's a step up. It's a step up from the standards, but yeah.
So Knob Creek was that brand for me that really got me in, one of the brands that got me interested in purchasing more. So I'll vote Knob Creek.
All right. McNew, Knob Creek's up 1-0 over Elijah Craig. What do you think? Knob Creek or Elijah Craig?
Big old Heaven Hill fan here, but I think that Knob Creek is very special. I love it. I'm going to go Knob Creek.
Knob Creek goes up 2-0. I'm up next. Knob Creek versus Elijah Craig. I too am going to go Knob Creek, meaning Knob Creek moves on. All right. Next up is Balcones versus Smoke Wagon. Round number 4. Up first is McNew. Balcones or Smoke Wagon? What do you think? Similar prices, 42 for Balcones, 36 for Smoke Wagon.
So both crafty craft. I think Smoke Wagon has like this weird crap like cult following. It's because of Aaron. I love following him. I'm going to go Smoke Wagon.
Smoke Wagon goes up 1-0. Balcones or Smoke Wagon? Balcones has been a little hit and miss. Maybe on the upswing now. Smoke Wagon, of course, sources their products Maybe I should go Balcones because of that factor, but I think if they were side by side and somebody said pick one of those, you got to buy it. I'd buy the Smoke Wagon. I think so. I'm gonna also vote that way. So that means Smoke Wagon goes up 2-0. Kathy, what do you think?
I'm gonna close it out. Smoke Wagon.
Smoke Wagon moves on. All right, next up is Eagle Rare, Four Roses, Knob Creek, and Smoke Wagon. That's our final four. First one up is going to be Eagle Rare versus Four Roses. Round number 5. I'm first. Eagle Rare. Boy, this is the finale to me. These are the two that should be considered. Eagle Rare, 10-year age-stated product. I mean, that's hard to beat. And I do think it's a good value. I don't even spend $50 on it, though. I'll buy it $30 when I see it. And
Baby.
yeah.
Only if I'm running low.
I think it's good for $30. 50 would be maybe the upper limit. I think I'd spend 50 if I had to, but
Hell no.
But Four Roses, great value for sure. $20. That's hard to beat, and I do think it's the king of the 80 proof bourbons for sure. It's the only one that can stand up in a cocktail. It's good, but I do think I'm going to give the edge in this example to Eagle Rare. I don't know that anybody else on this list could beat Four Roses, but in my mind, Eagle Rare can, and that's going to get my vote. Kathy, how about you?
So of the Four Roses, their yellow label, they're basic. That's my least favorite. And I enjoy Eagle Rare, so I'm going to give it a vote.
Eagle Rare goes up 2-0 very quickly. Demetri, what do you think? Eagle Rare or Four Roses?
So the hard thing is the price points in this. So I am not somebody that buys into the Eagle Rare cult. I think it's a good, in my opinion, it's kind of like Buffalo Trace. It's a really good $25 whiskey, maybe 30. It's just, it's a good whiskey for a good price point. When you hit into the 50s, I'm like, it's not a $50 whiskey. Right. I think it's a good $25 to $30 range. Four Roses, I'm not a fan of Four Roses. This specific one, I like the single barrels more. But for the price point, it's in the price point that it should be in my opinion. It's like that Four Roses, it should be $20. So that's the one that I'm going to vote for because I believe for the price point, it's in the correct category. I think that Eagle Rare should be in a similar category, but because it's 50, I won't, I'd go for Four Roses.
Okay. Katie, you're next. Eagle Rare is up 2-1 over Four Roses. What do you think?
I would have the exact same argument as what Demetri just said, and I would vote Four Roses.
Four Roses has tied it up. McNew, you're going to be a tiebreaker here. Eagle Rare or Four Roses?
I've not been an Eagle Rare fan. I'm going to go Four Roses.
Four Roses. All right.
Woo!
Even though it knocked off Larceny, you think there would be some retribution, but no.
No. I'm going to answer honestly. No grudges.
All right. Round 6. Kathy, you're going to be first. Knob Creek or Smoke Wagon? What do you think out of those two? Similar price points, $40 Knob Creek.
They're really close, and
$36 for Smoke Wagon.
Knob Creek is accessible. Smoke Wagon is not.
Right. Distribution's great on Knob Creek. Find it. It's a grocery store type of bourbon.
Yeah, you can get it anywhere. But so I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna give Knob Creek a nod because you can find it.
All right, Knob Creek goes up.
9-year product. So
yeah. Well, 1-0. Demetri, what do you think? Knob Creek or Smoke Wagon?
I would go with Knob Creek. I think Knob Creek is a fantastic product, and I think I don't think they're sourcing it from anybody else.
No, it's all Jim Beam. Okay. Knob Creek goes up 2-0 over Smoke Wagon. Round number 6. Katie, you're next. What do you think?
Yep, we'll close it out with Knob Creek.
Knob Creek moves on. All right, our finale looks like this. Four Roses, again, the standard $20 offering versus Knob Creek, doubling up that price at $40. What do we think is a better value pick? Four Roses, you could get 2 bottles of that for 1 bottle of Knob Creek. What are you buying? Round number 7. Katie, you're first.
I am buying a bottle of Buffalo Trace at $25.99. Thank you. That every day, all day. I have 7 bottles of it in my storage, so that's what I'm buying. Thank you. I am buying the Knob Creek. I honestly would buy the bottle of Knob Creek, even before I would have 2 bottles of the Four Roses, I would have 1 bottle of that Knob Creek. And so that would be my choice.
Okay. Round 7, McNew, you're next. Four Roses or Knob Creek?
I know what I like, and it is Knob Creek.
Knob Creek. Yeah. I mean, I do love that Four Roses product. I do think it's a great value. I do think there's a need for it, especially you got a bunch of friends over that aren't huge bourbon fans. This is a great one to say, hey, put this with your ginger ale, whatever you want to do. Four Roses is a great pick for that, but I'm more of a whiskey neat drinker, and that Knob Creek is just going to taste better. So for my money, I'm better off spending the $40 getting the bottle of Knob Creek. So that's going to get my vote. Knob Creek is our champion. How about that? Congratulations to the Jim Beam team. You just won the best bourbon value for your money. How about that? So,
And
all
a
right.
$4 sponsorship ticket.
Yes. They were only ranked number 7 on the list for.
That's my favorite part about it.
Yeah, we said they're first. So, yeah, their number one pick was Four Roses. So made it to the finals. On the previous one we did, the Honeydew won, and it was ranked number 2. So, yeah.
The one that won by filibuster.
Yes, exactly. So there you go. All right. Well, we'll wrap this show up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Kathy, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram, KK Cask Strength.
All right. Demetrius.
You can find me at Demetri_Kane on Facebook and Instagram, or at Nobleton's Distilling Fantastic Whiskey, or on Instagram and Facebook at Nobleton's.
All right. Katie.
You can find me over on Instagram at Katie Proof.
All right. McNew.
I am on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out because everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. And, of course, come by the ABV Barrel Shop. We're supposed to be getting a Knob Creek pick. I haven't heard any more on that, but that is supposed to be in the works. We'll see if it happens. But check us out at abvbarrelshop.com. Register for our email distribution, and you'll be in the know. And if we do get a Knob Creek pick, you'll be the first to know if you do that. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the Network.
Great job today, gang. Farnance, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with the national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.